jumping up on the door. He's almost at the track. I'll show you get my fat side. I'll get your fat side, Kev. Don't worry. It'll be under control. It's fucking high as balls in here.
Dude, it is.
Why would you look at the camera?
Why wouldn't I look at the camera?
Because you're in an interview. You don't look at the camera. You look at who you're interviewing.
Well, no, I'm looking at the camera saying, hi, I'm Johnny Gagliardo. I'm talking to Kevin Dasse.
Oh, okay, yeah. You got that.
Yeah. You know, it's really an A, B, and a C conversation, and the camera's C.
We're totally gonna have to put this at the end, for getting ready. You know.
First off, I don't know what I'm gonna say. It's gonna be. It's gonna be. Oh hey, I'm John Gagliardo. You're from.
So you kind of want to walk into it going, you got a serious face, and you can't. You can't. There you go. Hi, my name is, I don't even know how to even, just start out and be like, see, that's fine.
133 minutes.
Sorry.
This is a very...
So you got what you're gonna say when we turn?
No.
No.
No idea yet.
Alright, let's practice.
Because I've already got that.
Okay, so we're really just rolling through the answers.
Remember, we have more than one question.
Okay. Alright.
I don't even know the question.
Okay.
I'm not even ready for it.
So, John. Hold on, I gotta rewrite some of this shit.
I don't know. See, I had in my mind how I was going to say it, and it just didn't.
What are your personal goals? So, let's throw that as... What are your plans? Well, shit.
Well, if you stick to that question, it's easier for them to understand
What you're asking.
What you're asking.
For your teacher?
Yeah, because if you try to go too far outside of what that is, then they're not going to know when you're answering the question and when what I'm trying to identify. I think is the right word I'm looking for. I don't know if that's right.
Okay, let's roll.
Are you ready?
Alright, so how about your academic goals? What do you see for that?
My academic goals it's pretty obvious. Finish school, learn the trade, that kind of thing. Academically, it's pretty, bread and butter. Learn the stuff that I need to be able to do what I want to do. And there's a lot I want to do, so I'm gonna have to go for a long time. But academic, that's an easy one. There's not much to it.
Yeah, but, I've been working with you for the last month and a half now.
Dude, you just on this class.
Yeah, on this class, I want to be part of the final.
Alright. I could have done this by myself, I guess, but rather not.
Yeah, you could have, but, as a director, you're...
Can't film myself.
True, and, the last month and a half, I've learned a lot,
Yeah.
When I first started, I couldn't even set up the lights, let alone do it within 3-4 minute span.
Your words were lights. you need lights. Yeah, Kev. Shadows, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we never used lights really.
No, we just went with what was what was natural, what was there, and now it's like we can build our own scenes and.
Right. A lot of times it's in the studio atmosphere though. So.
True. It's been fun though, like experimenting with everything.
Yeah.
Especially with, I think my favorite so far has been Zach.
Zach.
Yeah, trying to do that movie cover. I think I had the most fun with that.
That was cool. You know, I mean, well, because I like I said, I had a vision of what I wanted to do, and then I just, I seen the commercial for Taken 2, and I go, well, let's try that. You know, more difficult than it looks. But
I mean, the final print came out good. I mean, after we couldn't use all the the computer graphics and all that shit to get it.
Oh yeah, that picture would have been way easy to do if I if I had an editing tool. But lighting, they wanted me to do it with lighting. With anything all month they said no editing whatsoever. It's all straight lighting. Yeah. You go. Let's go.
And I'm here to interview him about his time with Full Sail these past 4 weeks. And these past 4 weeks I really haven't seen much of him. He's been so busy with his work.
And what they want me to do is they want a whole collaboration of the 4 weeks. There's like 3 or 4 different ways of looking at Full Sail, and that they were teaching me in the first class, course, whatever.
So, like, okay, I just feel a damn
It really does like it.
I mean, I think everybody, like, so far between me, Zach, all the photos you've done that have been posted, everybody's liked, and we're using them as, as our profile pictures because they're just that damn good.
Yeah, look, and I want to get that straight that I'm not a photographer. I want to get that straight right now.
Yeah, but you've done such a good job with, just sitting down and studying the lighting and everything and just going for it, and it shows in the work. I mean, like your teacher said, you just fucking nailed it.
Yeah. I know. I told you guys this before that I know what I'm doing, and then I would get the maybe you don't, or the you'll learn something, or what I learned stuff, obviously, but
Yeah.
I know what I'm doing. Yeah.
Well, I mean, the final grade has shown. I mean, when you work with other people, yes, and you can be a bit of a prick sometimes, but we know it comes out to the work shows, and when the final cut is there, it looks good. We all have had fun with you.
Right.
We butt heads sometimes over things, but
we have never butted heads.
no, not me and you, because
but
there's years between us where we've worked together on. I mean, we've been working together on stuff since middle school shit.
Yeah.
So we got a lot of history between us, but people like Zach, your Auntie Hope, people like that who haven't necessarily worked on a project with you, they don't understand how you work.
Right.
It's okay. I have a vision in my head. This is how I want it. Let's do it. They don't understand that. Yeah, they can throw in a few words.
Right.
But if they're not, they don't have the vision that you have.
Well, we worked on the cookie thing with my aunt, and it went well. We got the shots we wanted, but I had words with my auntie, about things, and I'm a different person when I'm a filmmaker and when I'm, not. I'm very laid back, about things most times, but I'm a filmmaker, dude. It's
all business.
It's all business.
That's what it's all about.
Yeah.
Getting down to what needs to be done, and some people just don't take it as seriously as you do. They don't understand the passion you have for it.
I don't know if it's passion, bro.
Passion, son.
It's not passion.
Let me throw out this word: $62,000.
Nah, that's not that much money. That's not that much. I'll make that back easy.
Yeah, but right now,
I cut deep. So I cut deep into that one. Yeah, but when you want to do something though, you know, it happens.
Yeah.
You know.
I mean, truthfully, you made this happen within the last year and a half. I mean, it went from, you know, you came out with your company in high school, Doug Studios. You know, we took that film class together, and the dream started there. And we talked about it. You know, you moved out to California to learn, and you came back, and you know there was a little bit of a period of a little downtime, and then next thing I know, I'm getting a phone call going, Kev, it's on. And since that day, it's been, you know, down to business every week. You know, I don't hang out with you anymore, you know, because unless we're filming.
You know,
because your mindset is so on. I'm gonna be the best, and so far, every class you've been top of your class.
Right.
And you know that's the way it's gonna be for the next year, 2 years until you're out of high school, and then once that's not out of high school, out of college. You know, you're going to walk into this world with, going, I can do this.
Oh, yeah. It's going to happen, dude. We talked about this. I mean, that, I think we talked about this right before I went into the college thing. I sat down with you guys, and I was like, I'm totally down to do this, but you guys won't see me. Like, you guys understood it. I go, well, look, I mean, we hung out every day, like almost every other day. Like, that's what it was. And then, just doing whatever. It didn't even matter. It was, playing video games, watching TV, doing something. And then, it went from that to, let's say we hang out maybe once a week.
Yeah, once a week. And that's during film time.
Yeah. And that's, you helping me out filming. Yeah. And after we get done filming, we'll play video games or something. But
the main focus is business. I mean, that's where it should be when you want to do something this badly. That's where your mindset has to be.
Yeah,
and all of us understand that, so we all.
I mean, and you guys were like, you know what, I understand that. You were okay with it. You're like, you know what, do your thing. We'll hang out whenever we can. And that was it. And this is where we're at right now.
We're
sitting in an interview right now.
Sitting in an interview.
With lights that are just. So what's up? We are back in this position.
Back in the hot seat.
Would that really be called the hot seat? Is it really hot?
Figure of speech, son.
Oh, we're not literal today. Okay. All right.
The film school in high school was very. It was just to get you into it. We did learn a lot, but I think the biggest thing I took out of that was Bogey's the man. Humphrey Bogart is the man.
Our teacher, like I said, I can thank him for for getting me into movies for sure. I can thank him for everything I'm gonna do, but I don't know. Yeah, he did a lot of Bogey. He did a lot of the old school stuff to see where
I say I do have a big appreciation for black and white movies because of that class. I can sit down and I won't judge it because it's a 1960 some movie. I'm like, well, let's see what this movie has to offer, and maybe learn something from that movie and take it into what we're doing.
Right.
And
you have to understand that movies have changed. My
friend. I understand.
They are no longer this guy here, this guy here, walk and talk and be done. It's there's a lot to it. There's a lot of editing. Every movie has CG nowadays. There isn't one that doesn't have something that that's like that at all. Every last one of them, bro. Or it's always about a girl. I haven't found one that.
The girl aspect.
Pisses me off just a little bit, but I understand. People want to watch those movies. People want to see, boy meets girl.
Yeah, it's even.
Gets married.
I hate to say it. I'm a big Supercross, motocross fan, and I've always been You know, when they came out with the Supercross movie, I was like, yeah, it's about a girl.
Yes, it is.
No.
Yep. Even motocross. Yep. Every last one of them, man.
But
You know, even some of my favorite movies are about girls. You know, I guess. You know.
can't get around the drama aspect.
It's-
It pulls the person into it. I mean, you can't get around that.
No. Yeah, I mean, you have to have something to where the viewer's gonna want to watch the movie. If it's not about a girl, then what's it about? You know. Okay. I don't know. What is it? There's nothing. I mean.
I can't give you an answer.
You know, I'll even give you a good example. The Hunger Games. Your
I love the Hunger Games.
Your movie. You read the books. You watched the movie, and it's instead of boy meets girl, it's girl meet boy.
Yeah.
Still, and the love triangle too. But
it's more the conflict of girl loves boy, wants to save boy, and then boy loves girl, wants to save girl, and there's that conflict between them wanting to save each other.
Right.
And for that to happen, one of them has to die, but at the beginning of the series, you don't know. You know one of them has to die for the other one to be saved. But by the end of the story, you know, this conflict that they're constantly going at each other, like you have to die or
Right.
you have to die type thing, was totally bogue for the fact that, you know, that's the only thing that kept them both surviving. I mean,
Right.
in the end, they get married, you know, but it was only, well, technically to save both their lives.
Right. But I didn't read the book, so from just watching the movie,
It's a classic boy loves girl.
it is, and that's 100%. Okay, she's in a game that's gonna, okay, she's gonna die, whatever.
And it's such a bigger story than.
But as a filmmaker, you have to
You gotta go to an
jam
audience.
that whole book or that film into about hour and a half, 2 hours.
Okay. What do I want to say?
What do you want to say? I guess, it's, how did you like working with me this month on lighting?
Don't turn.
I know, whatever.
Well, if I happen to say it.
You happen to say it. Alright.
How did I like work?
How do you feel with being a subject?
As a subject, it was a lot of fun. I learned a lot with the lighting and the shadows. It was definitely a different experience being on the other side of the camera.
Right. Yeah, because you're usually like backing me up.
Yeah, I'm normally backing you up. And that's something you do have is a vision. I mean, you'll sit in front of your computer for hours just writing up scripts.
Yeah, we got a lot of them up there, man.
I mean,
They're getting dust too.
It's dedication is what it is. You don't have to be a nerd to be able to make the video. You just have to have that vision.
Right. Yeah. That's one of the big reasons why you help a lot too, is because I'll say something and you'll know pretty close to everything that I'm looking for. Like there's some things I have to like hand signals or like or kind of sketch it out. But like one of the scenes in the movie, in one of my movies, I say it, and then you were like, I could vision that whole thing while you were saying it, and then that's good. It's the reason why I have you here. I'm not only because you're my best friend, because you know what I'm doing and you know what I'm saying.
One of the guys that understand what you're saying, even though you're saying it all with your hands.
Yeah. I don't really say a whole lot. I say a lot of like mumbo jumbo, but my hands say it all.
Yeah. That's years of just sitting down gaming and shooting the shit and. I got you, son. I got you.
Or I'll do that. Come on. You know, we've got it down pretty bad.
Yeah.
It doesn't, I don't know, man. It's just, you don't just, you know, you can't get that overnight. You can't feel it out like that. Like we don't, what we have, you can't get that overnight, dude. You can't. You know, that's years. Years and years and years. And you can't. There's nothing you can say.
I know I'm definitely looking forward to shooting the next movie. Possibly, maybe this time not having sand kicked in my face.
Look, it's not my fault. Okay, it was cold. And, like that shot was so good, but like somebody had to get sand kicked in their face, and you're the one holding the camera. Like, there's nothing you can do.
Yeah, that was definitely a fun night. You took a dip in the water.
No one else was. I was so fired up about it.
You took one for the team.
And then Adam decided not to do it. He decided he wasn't going to do it because it was too dark and we couldn't get it, you know, and we wrapped it. I was like, I jumped in the water for nothing. It was like under 30-degree water for nothing. I came out of there
fully clothed, just like, it's cold.
Dude, what? Like, you don't understand how cold it is till you're, like, in it, and it's like, you get like, almost shocked. You're like, it was so bad, dude. It was so bad. It took me forever to get hot and get warm again. My feet were, like, freezing off. It was ridiculous. But, you know, in the sake of the movie.
Yep. In the name
we didn't
of the
even
movie.
use it.
Yep. Wasn't even in the movie.
But we did get the best shot on the way out of that, though. The Wesco shot. Oh, I can't say Wesco. The gas station shot.
Yeah.
You know, we walk in there, get hot cocoa.
Yep.
Grab a straw. Everybody had cocoa and straw.
We didn't even ask if we could do it. I just walked. I was like, John, just go with it. I'm following you. Let's just roll. And
the lady didn't even say anything.
Yeah, the lady didn't say anything. She just was like, just handed him his money and everything, and it just worked out the way the camera was held. It was perfect. Since we didn't have permission, you know, we couldn't use her face. So the way the camera was, it was shot like this, where I'm standing on the side, and you got all of John. You see him put his hand out, give the lady the money. You see her hand come in and grab the money, and then John, like, does a little bit of small talk with her, and then it goes ching, because it's got one of those little machine things that shoot out this change. He grabs his change, so his hand comes in front. He grabs it, she hands him some bills, and he reaches out. I mean, it was just perfect shot where I think that was my favorite shot, favorite film of the entire movie.
Yeah, even Sheen, you know, our teacher loved it. He was like, "That's the best shot in the movie." Outside of the behind shot with where we're literally following the main character that we had, you know, just straight, like he was focused right on her ass just the whole way through. She was walking up the stairs and walking through the house and stuff, and like there was stuff going on like on the sides and stuff, and you had to watch that, but you had like her ass in the whole frame.
So picture, here's your TV screen, right, and you're watching, and like her ass is
her ass
here.
was most of it, and then there was a sword,
just
like a knife right there, you know, and you know she was like killing people and stealing stuff and taking her shoes off and like walking upstairs and stuff the whole time, but
the only focus was her ass, and
that was not on purpose either. Like I kept just follow her, and you just zoomed in on her ass the whole way there. Like she did have a pretty good behind, but you know, like it just we kind of rolled with it and used it. And it was good.
Yeah.
You know, what else did we do? We did all kinds of crap for that movie.
The extremely slow punch.
Yeah, dude.
The Adam going, and you just go.
That was in the car, in the car, right?
Yeah.
I get
and then
in the car.
He catches the blade like.
Yeah, what we did, like I jump in the car, and then like I go and I look in the mirror and I go ooh, and I look back, and he like slow, like it was so slower than slow punch, and I go, and I do the fall out of the car, and we cut, and we had him run around, and he pulls out a knife and just slices it, and he catches it just like that. Like, it will never happen, ever. But we decided, we're just gonna pull some garbage out, and have him catch it, and then he kicks me in the balls. And, like that whole scene was really not even planned. I mean, all it was punch me and we'll just go with it. And it fell in place pretty well. It was pretty awesome. Some of that, like, I could only get half the movie in. I was so pissed, because we were running out of time with our senior project, and I just couldn't get it all in. We'll get it all in eventually. I'm gonna remake it, but it was a good time, definitely. Or the porta potty. You remember the porta potty?
Oh shit, dude, the porta potty.
You have that? You have that video?
Yeah, I think I still have. I have it somewhere, dude.
Because that was so hilarious. The plan was to put that behind the credits, and just have the credits roll. And what it is, everybody like jams in the porta potty, like all 8 of us that were in on it, like jams in the porta potty. We just sit a fixed camera right there, and one of us will walk out and do something weird, and then somebody will run out real quick, or it was hilarious. Like,
I think my favorite porta potty thing was I think Brittany Owen, our lead actress, came out, and she just she looked around, and she just went like this, checked her boobs, fixed it, looked around again, took off walking, and then I think it was my brother came out, and he just fixing up his hands, he looks around, walks away, and then a few seconds later you see the door fling open, and John comes running out, he goes to take off running, the motherfucker slips, he's like, falls, and he gets up, takes off, and I mean, there's little quirky things that we did that just made I think, a blooper reel right there in its own. Like, we could have just put that in the extras as a just cast goofing around.
Yeah, dude. Well, the thing is that the best stuff comes when you don't really, you kind of gray area. Where, we'll just put everybody in a porta potty and see what happens. Or it just, that's why a lot of times in my directing, I hate to. You didn't like the idea at first, where I really don't put what lines. I don't really, as a script, I do put lines, but when I do the scene, I go, you know what, just talk about this, kind of do this, and it's kind of flow, because you don't want, like, for example, yeah, dude, and then you forget your line, and you just blow that whole scene.
Yeah.
But if you had, if you just kind of knew what you were supposed to talk about, you can kind of flow into it, and you can kind of, it'll look and flow a lot better. And I don't know, man. You just
remember that you're a genius.
You're gonna make me go from. All right, go. All right, guys. Thanks for listening. It's a wrap.